Goku!
Hey guys, it's Ted here, back in the video, and today we will be doing something different from the rest of the videos. I will be starting my first what if. On what if Goku was born with the Destroyer Key. The like hole in this video will be 10 starting out for now. I'm looking forward to making this kind of content for you guys. So guys, hope you guys enjoyed. Let's get right into it. So we're going to start off where Goku was first found, like he landed on Earth. Okay. Let's just say that he was born with unique like power. He couldn't be sensed and stuff, so he was just a little baby, so they couldn't sense his power level, and they thought Goku was just a disgrace, so they didn't expect anything of it. But little do they know, he was one of the prodigies that was born with Destroyer Key, unlike any other mortal in the universe. He was like that one divine being that was born. He was like chosen for the universe. So he gets sent by Bardock and Guinea because Frieza does that thing, you know. Yeah, so, and then he gets sent to Earth. Grandpa Gohan finds him, and a few days later, he gets dropped into a ravine. So that's basically stays the same, but the time when he gets dropped down, like before he hits the ground, he activates this purple aura, and it kind of like protects him, and it just like, it protects him from taking too much damage. But he is still, like, from the Destroyer Key and the impact, he'll still become good. And being influenced by good people would still can contribute to that. So while he's, like, not in the bed for that long, he goes out and trains, does his usual thing. Then one night, something tragic happens. He looks up into the moon, even though, because, you know, Goku doesn't listen to his grandpa and stuff, so that will happen. And yeah, he looks into the moon, and he turns into a great ape, and then he dies like normal, but this time the great ape has like this Destroyer Key, so he like erases the house he was in. So the Dragon Ball still says he's not strong enough to kill the Dragon Balls, but he's still decently strong. I'm gonna scale his power level, or maybe around like maybe 700 just for now. I know that's kind of overpowered for starting out in Dragon Ball, but you gotta admit that he has a Destroyer Key and stuff. So yeah. So yeah. So then a while later, Goku comes back with the fish, and then Bulma comes in with her car and stuff, looking for the Dragon Balls. Like usual, but this time Goku, instead of just like getting shot and not being able to do much about it, he actually gets angry, thinking that she's a monster. So he actually activates his Destroyer Key and dashes at her, but hits the car and destroys the car. Let's just like Hakkai'd the car, and Bulma's scared. She's like, no, I'm not a monster, and like everything like that. So they go on their journey. They do the peel off. It's nothing really much changes besides Goku just breezes through it and stuff because of his Destroyer Key, and yeah, it stays the same from there. The only major difference is when he finds Master Roshi, because when he finds Master Roshi, you know, all that the Bancho fan and stuff or whatever, I believe. I think that might be later. Yeah, it's kind of later. It doesn't really matter though. No, it's like the same. No, it's early. Because they were looking for it and they couldn't find it, and then Goku saw Master Roshi use the Kamehameha, and then that made Goku try and do it, which he could do it. It was fairly good, but there's like a purple tint to it, and when it hit the car that he shot it at, it didn't just like damage the car; it erased a part of the car. The car literally got erased. Yeah, so when Master Roshi does his mountain blowing up thing, he's like, oh yeah, this, he says sorry and stuff. So then we get into the point where he trains with Master Roshi, and Krillin comes along. But because of Goku being a lot stronger, I'm gonna scale Krillin's power level to be around like Goku's during like Raditz. When we get around to that point, it'll be around the same. But you gotta realize it could be a little bit higher because it might be like around 700. Because Goku and him Krillin could train and just increase their power level over time, as you guys know, because that's multiple years. But and when they do that, they enter the Tenkaichi Budokai, the 21st one, the 20th one. I don't know. I forgot. I don't really keep track of these. But when they do that, it goes pretty much this a little bit different because Goku ends up winning, even though Master Roshi tries to stop him and stuff. But you know, Krillin and Goku had a pretty shocking fight and stuff. But let's get into the point where Goku goes like on his own for a while, then he comes back. So in that other tournament, he's gonna, I'll say, okay, yeah. So they enter, everything goes basically the same, but Goku this time, instead of Tien winning, let's say, yeah, Goku just literally ends him in one punch. And Tien's not even mad about this. He like is curious about Goku's power and how he did that. So he's literally just trying to become friends with Goku so he can get stronger with him, because literally Tien's goal is to get stronger, and so sorta he likes to get stronger, but not as much as a Saiyan would. So then then Goku goes off to train with Kami. The same thing. It just happens the same in canon, but when he goes to Kami, when Popo tries to do the bell test, like that weird thing, yeah, reminds me of Naruto. The test with the bell, but not the actual one where you have to like grab it. I believe you have to move without the bell making any noise. Let's just say this is like sort of hard for Goku, but Goku gets it quicker than he did in the anime. So he gets to meet Kami quicker, and yeah, but let me just rephrase that. Actually, he doesn't have to do that actually, and Kami's the one that went to Goku to bring him there because he sensed God Ki, because Kami is basically the god of the earth, and he yeah, let's just say he could feel a godly presence because he's sort of a god. So let's just go with that. So then he doesn't do the bell test with Popo, actually. He just, let's just say, yeah, he just goes straight to Kami and they train. Kami teaches him a little bit about his God Ki and like and tells him about like what he has and stuff. And he's a full-fledged god. So from that point, it's kind of good. He teaches Goku some techniques and stuff, but it depends on what he does and stuff. But for let's just say, yeah, so the other tournament comes up. I think it's the 23rd martial arts tournament. I don't know the exact number, but I think it was like where King Piccolo arc happened the same. I forgot to mention that but at this time, let's say Goku didn't destroy him with the Hakai, because I kind of want Piccolo in the story, because that would make it kind of funner and stuff. Because I want Piccolo to have God Ki. So let's just say he punched King Piccolo, because he wasn't that strong anyways, so he didn't have to exert himself that hard. He punches King Piccolo, kills him, then yeah, back to the tournament. So in the tournament, it goes around the same, but every Krillin and Tien are around even. Let's say about around there. And then Goku get to the final fight with Piccolo, which actually goes pretty one-sided for Goku, because Destroyer Ki and all. He doesn't really have to use it. He literally just punches Piccolo, and Piccolo falls to the ground because of this. So Piccolo just like, I'll eventually come and destroy you one day, yada yada, like he usually does in the anime. He's a hateful dude. Weird Namekian. So let's just skip. Chi-Chi and Goku one night, they lay in the bed. Yeah, yada yada. Gohan's born. No one knows. Then they find out at Kame house, and then yeah. Then Raditz appears, but when Raditz actually slaps Krillin with his tail, Krillin doesn't actually take that much damage. Krillin's strong enough to like around the same strength. Actually, no. I'll place him above Raditz. He'll be above Raditz in this, since Goku's already born with a power level 700 and God Key, so you couldn't sense it. So let's just say he's above above Raditz and stuff. So it doesn't really affect Krillin. So he flies like a little bit away, like a meter or so. It's not that far. So it basically, when he tries to go for Gohan because he sees he's Goku's son, Goku this time can actually defend Gohan because he's like far above Raditz. I'll say he's around a power level of like 8,000, and that's just lowballing it because Goku's a destroyer, and Kami knew a little bit about stuff to teach him, and he could literally multiply his power level a lot. So I'm just gonna say he's around 8,000. So when Raditz scans his power level, it's around 8,000. Well, actually, never mind. Rephrase that. He can't scan his power level because he's a god, but he doesn't. He thinks his power level's 0 because that's what the scatter's telling him. So they do. He still tries to do it again, but Goku catches his hand and tosses him away, which is also making Goku really mad. So Raditz is like, "What is this guy? How is he able to do this? His power level says 0." And Goku's like, "I don't know how you can't detect my power level, but that doesn't matter. I'm here to protect my son, and you're not gonna get him." And then Raditz is furious, so he rushes at Gohan and tries to grab him and run away. But Goku, out of anger, just literally just Hakkai's Raditz. It's not really a full blown Hakkai. It's more like it's like a sort of destroyer ki blast, because Goku's getting a little bit used to his destroyer ki and stuff. So let's just say he could use like some of it, but he can't really fully control it. So, but this Hakkai ends up destroying like part of the house. Why not? And yeah, Raditz is erased from existence. Well, he's out of the story. But in this what if, I'm gonna include the fact that Vegeta and Nappa, they knew this. They, like, right before Raditz was destroyed, they heard about it and everything about Goku not being able to be sensed and just catching Raditz like it's nothing. So this one, they don't know about the Dragon Balls, but they're still curious about what Goku can do and stuff. So, and they want to get, and they'll just come to Earth and everything in a year, which Kami can feel them, I guess, because Kami has contacted King Kai much earlier in the story because Goku's a destroyer. So he would contact him out of like asking a higher level deity to see about Goku. But while that's happening, Whis actually notices Goku way earlier in the story in the early Dragon Ball Z, but he's keeping an eye on him. Beerus doesn't know about Goku yet because he's not strong enough to be detected by Beerus, but Whis is like overlooking the universe because he has nothing better to do, and he sees Goku has Destroyer Ki, which is kind of interesting to him. But he's gonna wait a few years to see what Goku accomplishes and stuff. So back to what was happening. King Kai alerts Goku that there's Saiyans coming to Earth and everything in a year, so they have a year's time to train. Goku gets immensely stronger during this time period. I would probably skill his power. Since he has God Ki, he might be able to go in the time chamber, and he has since he's a god, he has natural immortality for like age. He's born because you don't age as a deity. You don't age, so he gets natural born youth, so he doesn't really get older that much. He gets to his adult age, but he doesn't age to the point where he dies. So let's just say Goku trains up during the skip, but he went to King Kai during it because but he can travel Snake Way a lot faster. So then the training really only took him like I'll give it 3 months. It took him around that amount of time. But during the time of that, Goku came back, trained his other friends and stuff. So everyone else in the anime is like far above Piccolo was inside the regular Dragon Ball Z. Piccolo's around like 3,000 to 4,000, I believe. Yes, yeah. But I'm gonna say Krillin's like massively strong. Not I like give him 9,000 or something. Piccolo's like 11,000. I'll put Tien around like 8,000 because Krillin's around Goku more since they have a better relationship and stuff. And I'll say Goku, I'll put him around. This is a hard one. I'll put, because in the anime it was like 8,000, 9,000 in base. So let's just say in here his power is 10 times that, 90,000. And that's being generous, knowing he's a destroyer. That seems like around the point he would be. So when Vegeta and Nappa land on Earth, and I forgot to mention Gohan actually, Gohan got a power level of around like 7,000 for a kid. That's pretty good. Because he hasn't his potential was never discovered during Raditz. So the Saiyans arrive on Earth. Goku and them are meeting up at their area, and pretty much, let's just say, Nappa just gets decimated. He doesn't have a chance in this fight. But I'll say for Vegeta, he was able to handle his own against the other ones, and Goku was holding back on Vegeta. But once Vegeta got angry enough, he used the Zaru form, which was overpowering Goku. But during this, events happened, and Goku pulled through with the Spirit Bomb. And he also knew the Kaioken, so that's pretty much it. Kaioken, ape, dead. Pretty quick. But I'll say Vegeta for this, since the Great Ape is around the same power as his Kaioken at 90,000 times 3. I'll just say he only used Kaioken times 3 or 5, or just one-shotted Vegeta to the ground. And this made him go in a space pod and get away. So Vegeta's alive in this what if, which will make him still marry Bulma, and Goku will marry Chi-Chi still. So I feel like this is a good part to leave it off. I'm going to get into the Namek Saga in the next video, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure to hit that like goal. It's 10 likes for the next what if. I'll see you guys next time on What If Goku Was Born with a Destroyer Key Part 2.